Banner flies over VP speech to Florida retirement community, Pence is why you can't see your grandkids. Once again, something that flies just stole the show from Pence. Oof. That's going to be a metaphorical knife to the heart for many. To be fair, the most probable reason is because your kids want nothing to do with you, since you are at a Trump/Pence rally. Unfortunately, 80% of the targeted crowd couldn't read text that far away. Did the Lincoln Project do this? Fits their MO perfectly. Great work whoever did it. I mean, the fact that grandma and grandpa have outed themselves as unrepentant racists and I don't want my kid to have that influence in their life has as much to do with it as COVID. COVID will end eventually, but I can't unlearn the knowledge of how shitty grandma and grandpa are. That knowledge is forever. I would think that airspace over a VP rally would be restricted by the USSS. Hence is why we have to worry about whether SS and Medicare are going to be around for much longer. Jesus. That picture, the backdrop with the massive Trump face on it. Ugh. Sends shivers down my spine. I know it's been said, many times, many ways, but that just looks so fascist, doesn't it? They are all to blame, Trump, Pence, Kushner with their incompetence and malice. Love this. Kudos to whoever paid for/organized this. We need MOAR. When they go low, we go high. Most of those retirees aren't wearing masks in the video. Talk about killing your own base, and Trump is why they don't talk to you anymore. And why the grandkids can't see their grandparents. I couldn't go to my grandma's funeral because I didn't want to risk getting on a plane with an asymptomatic person and then unknowingly pass that to my grandpa. I don't know when I'm going to be able to see him again either, and I'm worried that he'll pass away before I can visit. This year is just the worst. It's true. My parents haven't seen their only grandchild since last Christmas. We've cancelled 3 vacation visits. And while they say that's terrible, Trump has done all he can. Spitting straight facts. Trump is why your grandkids may have to go to the cemetery to visit. Hi everyone, I'm the reporter who originally tweeted about the banner. I was at the rally, and it was super concerning seeing all those retirees packed together, most of them maskless. If you want a closer look at the event, read our story, https://www.alligator.org/news/Mike Pence holds non-distanced campaign rally in Florida's biggest retirement community/article_BFBCB45A0B6D11EB9AA8775E4F514BB3. HTML, about it. My parents live in that town and my mom says that lately she's been seeing a lot of people waving Biden flags and hanging them on the back of their golf carts. This says it all. The virus was a hoax here until Trump got it, one resident said. What I want to know is, why did a bunch of the seniors at the retirement village only change their minds and consider voting for Biden when Trump got COVID-19? I'm just spreading this message in hopes that people will see it. Federal minimum wage in 1970 was $1.60 an hour. Median rental costs, rent, water, electricity, were $108 a month. This means that back in 1970 you had to work 68 hours a month in order to pay rent and utilities. In 2018 the federal minimum wage was, and still is, $7.25 an hour, and median rent price per month on a one-bedroom apartment was $1,078. Meaning that to pay rent on a one-bedroom apartment in 2018, just rent, not including utilities, you'd need to work about 149 hours at minimum wage. Never before in US history has our country gone a full decade without raising the minimum wage. Boomers can't understand the struggles of the younger generations because we have to work literally more than twice as hard to afford less. Sources: Minimum wage overtime, https://dole.gov/agencies/whd/minimum wage/history/chart. 1970 median rent, https://www. New York Times. com/1973/04/08/archive/108. A month rent was median in 1970. HTML. 2018 one-bedroom apartment cost monthly, https://www. Abado.com/blog/2019 annual rent report/. College was cheaper too, https://nces. ed. gov/program/digest/d07/table/dt07_320. ASP. Trump and Pence may well be why I will never see my father again before he dies. It would be difficult for me to loathe them any more fiercely than I already do. Trump's strategy is to simply pretend it doesn't exist, while hundreds of thousands die. They are literally doing nothing while pretending to be doing the best in the world, which is why, I suppose, we have the highest death rate in the world. Meanwhile, so-called Christians back them. My mom lives there, voted for Trump and hasn't been able to see her grandkid, my son, who was born in August. Thank you Trump the dump and Pence the penis. Aha, the abject stupidity of the covidios. Wear a mask, wash your hands and stay a few feet apart and you are good. But the covidios don't have the IQ to understand that. This is crazy since the area around public appearances by POTUS and VPOTUS usually have temporary flight restrictions. Unless they abandoned that. Pence and Trump are the reason the last time I saw my grandfather alive was last Christmas, and the reason my mom died in her home instead of hospice care like she wanted. I will never forgive them or the people who vote for them. Not untrue. Stop playing politics with people's lives, says man who allowed 200,000 plus Americans to die from a deadly disease that he was supposed to be in charge of. Florida, one large retirement community made up of city retirement communities which are made of individual retirement communities. Can't do it? I'm sure that went over their heads. I haven't touched another human being since March thanks to Trump and Pence. Party of life my ass. Holidays are fast approaching. Anyone who thinks that everyone won't be pissed about not being able to see their families is an idiot. People around here are already resigned to canceling their holiday traditions, which sucks but is necessary. Was that photo of Trump really in the backdrop? LOL, he looks like he's grimacing through taking a shit. Honestly, your grandkids don't want to see you anyways. Yet during the debate Pence claimed that Trump has always had the safety of the American people in mind. LMAO, the audacity. Side note, a customer came into my store today with a mask that said this mask is as useless as the governor. It's not like masks have been proven to prevent the spread of the virus by scientists or anything. Cuomo has done a fine job. You'd think that living in a blue state would preclude the existence of Trump supporting nut jobs, but they are all coming out of the woodwork as the election draws near. I can't wait for the embarrassment they will feel, but I'm not looking forward to the backpedaling to save face. Gross. Unless and until we get control of this whole scourge, Trump and his ilk, it will be a problem. Unfortunately, the message is lost on the attendees as those willing to attend a rally in pandemic give zero fucks. A fly called Bruce Banner. Like they could see it anyway. COVID-19 pandemic in USA is the Donald Trump virus. There's no other way around it. He owns it and it's his responsibility. Anyways, United States America's Idi Amin reign is coming to an end. Vote him out. Am I crazy or is it rather odd from a security standpoint that a plane was able to fly that low and close to the VP? As close to literally trolling as you can get. First the fly, now a flyby. Can someone fly this over my mom's house please? Thanks, I'm advance. Look at that ridiculous image of Trump in the background. How was there open air space above a VP event? LMAO, I saw this before I went into work. Working in the villages fucking sucks. That is a good one. Hopefully, we all get out and vote this tyrant out. The villages is fucking creepy. I live in the area and avoid it at all costs. These cracks in their crazy groupthink is encouraging though. Brutal and I love it. And they say the left can't meme. Accurate and funny. 10 points. I am becoming more and more convinced that the GOP is knucking fuds. I saw an interview with the RNC chair, Romney's niece or something, and she was just as hyperbolic and vitriolic as Trump/Pence. They don't even pretend to be normal, decent people anymore.